simple, easy, quick head-to-toe mobility warm-up that I do in the short time that if I need to get just a short warm-up in, but also just being super efficient and super effective with your warming up. Now, the key to a warm-up is making sure that your body is increasing its temperature to some capacity, but also movement preparation for what you're going to be doing in your training session. So we try to cover all those bases. Obviously, if there's something that you need a little bit more time and attention to, please do that. So we start with just head circles here. So I'm just going to be kind of like spinning my head around. I call this movement mapping. What we're trying to do is find the sticky corners. If I'm not tight in a specific area, don't spend time there. But for me, I feel a little bit tighter going down, as most of us do with tight necks here. So I'm just trying to take my chin and I'm trying to roll it across my collarbone side to side. Perfect. So you might spend a couple seconds doing that, 30 seconds to a minute. A minute's going to be pretty long. But then I just tip side to side, ear to shoulder, ear to shoulder. I'm not forcing anything. I'm just trying to bend and melt. Rotation, looking over shoulder to shoulder. Now, while I'm doing this, I like to open up my palms forward with my arms down by my side. This gives me a little bit more stretch and pull in those upper traps. And then last but not least, I touch my chin to my sternum, and then I try to push my chin towards the ceiling. And really, I'm getting maybe about 12, 15 reps for each one of these, and that seems to loosen up pretty well. Good, then I call this the Michael Phelps. Take your arms, just swing it around from behind, and then give yourself a big hug in the front, and I'm just swinging them back and forth here. Good, and then we're just gonna swing them up and down. Again, never forcing anything, just trying to push it a millimeter or a centimeter more as you go. Good, then we're gonna do the Cleopatra. So arms out by your side, one palm down, one palm up. Then switch, roll inwards and bring the other one up. You're just gonna twist like you're wringing out a towel. Twist those shoulders back and forth here. Good. Then I'm going to turn to the side so you can see this one. These are called standing pumps. Hands at your lower back, and you're just going to shift the hips forward about 10 to 15 times. Movement comes from the hip, not from your low back, although your low back is extending to some capacity. Good. From here, I do toe touch. Then I'll come up. Trying to get a little bit of length out of the hamstrings. I'm not very aggressive about this. I'm not holding a forward fold stretch. I'm just trying to see how everything feels and get a little bit more movement out of the spine and out of the hamstrings. Good. From here, I'm going to take a lunge step back, and then I'm going to do a twist both ways here. So one foot's forward, back foot is down on the knee, and I'm taking my arms and I'm twisting side to side. So I get a hip stretch and I get a back twist stretch. Good, so obviously then we'll switch sides. From here, both knees down, and I'm going to spread my knees out a little bit wider here. It's going to be the tactical frog. So on our hands and our knees are wider than our hips, and we're going to sit our butt back towards our heels, and then we're going to shift forward and let our hips drop towards the ground. Sit back, go forward. Okay, so you should feel a deep kind of groin or inner thigh stretch here, or maybe even the front of the hips. Good, again, we'll pump that out. From here, we're going to do some pumps on the ground. So I'm going to push up to a down dog. This is really kind of an alteration between downward facing dog and upward facing dog. Okay, push up, sink down. Now this is also a good arm warm up. Good, and what I'll add, if it feels good, is I'll kind of alternate going pocket down, which gives me a little bit of, again, a spinal twist. Good. Kick one leg forward. So you got a hurdler stretch on the back, 90-degree position on the front. This is called a shin box. So I got a box 90 here, box 90 here, and I just carve and map out what feels good. Sometimes I'll sit and hold. Sometimes I'll twist in different positions. Twist the other way. Just really spend about 30 seconds to a minute on each side here to stretch that hip. So we'll flip. You can see this view now. Front here, hurdler stretch in the back. I'm leaning in. Feeling a good stretch on this front hip here, and I feel a good stretch on this front hip, on the back hip, on the front side there. Perfect. Now, last but not least, what I'll do is I'll pop up. I'll roll my ankles out a few times if I feel like they need it. Again, if you don't need anything, just bypass it or skip it. Spend more time on the areas you need more attention, less time on the areas that don't need attention. Last but not least, I'm going to finish with some good mornings, just body weight, hip hinge practice. So if I'm doing kettlebell swings, or if I'm doing deadlifts, I'm just patterning this motion in, feeling out my torso, feeling out my hips and my legs. And then I'll finish with some squats. Just body weight, up and down. Can't really tell as you hear me, but I'm starting to labor my breathing a little bit. I'm feeling warmer, and hips and body just globally feels a lot looser. Ready to go. That's your quick and easy full body warm-up, all right? Thanks for watching, guys.